Alright, everyone, I got another highly anticipated video for you guys. I know you all missed me, but I'm back just for this one video. Alright, so 2014 World Cup in Brazil is coming around, and I'm sure we're all excited for that, so I'm just going to make another prediction video. So Group A, Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, Cameroon. See, for me, when I look at this, I think Cameroon is just eliminated, pretty much. They're all but eliminated at this point because I think they're going to lose against Mexico. I think they're going to lose against Brazil, and I think they're probably going to lose against Croatia. Brazil, I think, is going to make it, no problem, but Croatia and Mexico is kind of a toss-up. In my opinion, I think Croatia will go through because they just have more consistency. And Mexico going into this switched out their manager. He's only going to be there for 6 months at the start of the World Cup, so I don't think they'll have enough time to really mature. Group B: Spain, Netherlands, Chile, and Australia. This one is just self-explanatory. I think that Netherlands and Spain will go through. However, some of you might be wondering what order. I think that Spain has an attacking style that is easily exploited at this point. Back in 2010, it was the end-all be-all way to play soccer, but I feel like teams nowadays can take advantage of the extreme passing style that Spain plays, and that's why I think that Netherlands will win the group, but Spain will get second. On to Group C, Colombia, Greece, Cote d'Ivoire, and Japan. For me personally, I think this is the most even group, although not the group of death, because that suggests that everyone is very powerful. I think this is a difficult group for the teams that are inside of it. Colombia is actually coming off a great World Cup qualifier round. Let me look that up. Yeah, they got second. So I think that if they can get second in qualifying right behind Argentina, then I think they'll be good for the World Cup. I think that they could win this group. As for Cote d'Ivoire, Greece, and Japan, Drogba, he helped last World Cup, but I think that he's too old. I don't think he plays anymore for Ivory Coast. Greece just doesn't convince me as much as Japan. Japan, something about their attacking style makes me feel like they're going to go through. So I'm going to say that Colombia goes first and Japan will be the runner-up. Group D, what many would consider the group of death. Not in my opinion, but a lot of people would. Uruguay, Costa Rica, England, and Italy. So obviously the biggest powerhouses are Italy and England, but Uruguay is not gonna back down. They're a pretty strong opponent. They got Cavani. They got obviously they got Suarez, but Forlan. That's what I was thinking of, Forlan. So they're not out of it just yet. However, I don't think that Forlan and Cavani will be enough to actually make a dent against Italy, and I think that England plays a more disciplined style of soccer. So in my opinion, I think Italy will go first because they just have too much talent with Balotelli. They got Rossi. They got too many powerhouses. So I'm going to say England first. Italy first, England second. Group E, Switzerland, Ecuador, France, and Honduras. I think this is pretty clear cut when I say that France is going to win and Ecuador is going to get second. Not much explanation is really needed there. Switzerland, they did get really lucky and beat Spain in 2010, one game, but that was considered a fluke. So I feel like France can win this, and Ecuador can pretty easily get second. Group F: Argentina, Bosnia Herzegovina, Iran, and Nigeria. Um, Nigeria, I'm just gonna root against because their players demand payment to go to the World Cup. So I feel like it's a pretty negative way to look at things. So plus, I don't think they're that good. They don't have a very disciplined style of soccer. Iran, they qualified, but the question remains: can they perform on the biggest stage? So they were uh, top of their group in the third round, and for a fourth round they actually got first. So that was an automatic qualification. Um, but they're not playing against really tough opponents. They're playing against Qatar, Lebanon, Uzbekistan, South Korea. Just for me personally, I don't see them going through. Um, for me, I think Argentina can win this pretty easily, and then Jaco and his team can secure second. So, yeah, that's it for Group F. And now Group G, the group you've all been waiting for. What I would consider the group of death, because Germany ranked second in the world, Portugal ranked fifth, the United States ranked 14th, and Ghana ranked 24th. But I honestly think Ghana should be ranked just as high as the U.S., if not higher. That's a stacked group, and ESPN statistics actually show that Germany has a 92% chance of winning. The United States has 40, and Ghana and Portugal split 39, which is actually highly favorable for the United States. Many people wouldn't expect that, but Portugal has Cristiano Ronaldo. They've got they got Mireles, they got Pepe, they got a bunch of decent players, but I feel as an American fan, I can't say that the U.S. won't go through. I feel like the first game, which is the U.S. versus Ghana and Germany versus Portugal, I think if Germany wins, giving them 3 points, and Portugal loses, giving them 0, and the U.S. beats Ghana, it's 3-0, 3-0, then the United States is in a position where they can more easily go through. For example, if they were to tie against Portugal and tie against Germany, or win against Portugal and lose against Germany, or even lose against Portugal and tie against Germany, then that would leave the United States in a position to where they could go through more easily. Ghana is not weak either, but I feel like the curse of Ghana needs to be broken, and I think that this cycle will be the year that the United States beats Ghana. Group H, Belgium, Algeria, Russia, and Korea. I feel like Belgium can handily win this group. They're probably the best team in that group by far. Russia and Korea are the only two that I'm not too sure about. I feel like Russia or Korea could go either way, but just for the sake of predictions, I'm going to say Korea goes through, because something about those Asians, man. They're good at soccer.